Hey guys, today we're coming from inside my house. I'm going to be fixing the sink base bottom in my cabinet. It is dripped and it's rotted out and it's time to replace it. Now to do that, I didn't have the oscillating tool, so I bought one today. This is what I bought for Formax. Right here. I got this from Menards. What a nice kit. It was less, I think it was less than 50 bucks. It is right here. It came with a lot of accessories. And the blade that I got in it right now is actually for wood and drywall. So I'm hoping it'll work. I know there's a few nails in the base that I have to cut out. If it doesn't work, there's also one for metal in there. I'll be using that one. Alright, I'm going to show you the base and what the problem is. Alright guys, you can see I redid this kitchen probably 25 years ago, 20 years ago. Over time, a few drips from the old trap, replacing a couple of these where the bottoms was rotted out. It's got water damage on it, okay? I could just put something over this, but I really don't like it looking like that. So I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to put 1/2-inch plywood down, and then over that I'm going to put a floor laminate down. It's leftovers from what I had when I redid my bathroom downstairs. So first thing I'm going to do is start with my oscillating tool. I'm going to get right up against that wall there, and I'm going to cut all the way down. I'm also going to cut behind these pipes. All the way, just the whole square thing is going to be cut out. But first I'm going to lift these up. I'm going to tape them up high so they're out of the way. And I'm going to cut some slots so I can pull this board out. I'm going to do that first. That way it's got support and won't be bouncing all over the place once I cut all along the sides. So first thing I'm going to do is cut them. Alright, I'll be back. Okay guys, you can see how I cut around each pipe down to the back. Now when I cut along the back side, those little pieces will be left right here, but I'll just knock those out. I'm going to knock those out with a hammer and they'll pull right out. Okay? And wear some headphones when you're in there because it's loud inside there. Okay guys, I got it cut all the way around. I'm going to come up from the bottom of the kickboard area. I'm going to give it a push up. We'll see what happens. Nice. Nice. I'm going to have to fidget it a little bit because nothing comes out perfect the first time, but that's pretty damn good. I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, let me fidget with it a bit. It'll take me a few minutes and I'll have it out of here. Okay guys, so about a half hour into the project, I took and I split this all the way down. And I'm going to try to pull that out. There we go. Alright, now I got to get the other half out. Should be just the same. Alright, we're getting there. Okay, that worked. You see how I popped them back pieces out? That's good. That worked really well. I'm going to try and pull that out. Just like that. So less than a half hour in with that oscillating tool, I got everything cut out. Ugh. Here we go. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to vacuum everything up really neat. Then I'm going to put myself some cleats in here for my 1/2-inch plywood to sit on. I'm going to screw them all in. I'm going to cut my plywood bottom, and then we're going to head out in the shop to do some of that. I'm going to clean all this up. Alright guys. Alright guys, I got it all vacuumed up, cleaned up. Now it's time to put some cleats in. I got a problem though. Does anyone have a dog? Check out what my golden retriever did to the end of my hose. It makes it very difficult to vacuum. Right now he's sleeping on the couch. We're going to have issues tonight, I can see that. Okay guys, back out in the shop. I found these cleats. I had these sitting around in the garage. They're 3/4 by 3/4 pine. You can buy some pine at Lowe's, Home Depot, or anywhere. Cut them yourself. They don't actually have to be as long as I'm making. Okay, I'm going to mark these up at 27 inches for the back. Alright. One side is going to be 19 inches. Now your measurements will all be different because my cabinets are all different. And this one's going to be 11 inches. So I'm going to cut them. Then I'm going to pre-drill them with this 1/4-inch drill. And then I'm going to secure them to my cabinets with drywall screws. These drywall screws happen to be 1 5/8. It's what I have in the shop. You can use something a little shorter if you wanted. That'd be fine. Alright, I'm going to go cut them up. Okay, they're all cut up, lined up. Here we go. Just like that. Now I'm going to pre-drill the holes. Now I'm going to pre-drill the holes. I'm just going to go right in the center of each board. Let's do 3 in this long one. Alright, I'm going to put 2 in the short one. And I'll do 3 in this medium-sized one. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to head back in the house and install them. Alright guys, I'm putting my cleat in. The difficult part for me is working like this underneath a sink. Trying to get up my knees, oh my lord. Alright, let's start with the middle screw. Hope I don't drop it. There we go. Good, that went pretty good. Alright, straighten it out. I'm going with the old rabbit that's in there, or dado, whatever you would prefer to call it. Okay, put another screw here. Don't know if you can see it or not. That's cool. Oh, that one in the back looks like it could be a little difficult. So due to the language used when I'm doing this, I'm going to shut this video off. Alright, all the cleats are in. I did not have to swear on that back screw back there. It went pretty easy. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to cut my bottom 1/2-inch sheet of plywood, which I bought at, I believe, Menards. It was $17 for a 1/2-inch piece. It was 2 by 4. So I'm going to cut it on my table saw. But I'm going to make this in 2 pieces because I know ahead of time trying to get a full-size floor in here with these edges is going to be difficult to slide in here. So if I make it in 2 pieces, I'm going to slice it right down the middle, put a cleat on the bottom, assemble them together. Now there's going to be a little seam in the middle, but I'm not worried about that because I'm going to be using laminate flooring on the bottom. You don't have to use laminate flooring. You could just leave the seam in there if you wanted, but since I love my wife so much, I'm going to make it a little bit pretty for her. Okay. Okay guys, I'm going to rip my board in 22 3/4. Now if you don't have a table saw, you can use a skill saw, you can use a saber saw, something like that. Alright, here we go. My cleat underneath my board when I splice it. Alright, now I'm going to cross cut this at 28 3/8. That's the width of the sink base. One more cut to do where I'm going to splice the middle of it. I'm splicing it at 14 inches. Alright, now it's time to go inside and start fitting it around the pipes. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure to cut around this pipe here. So I'm going to measure from the back face out to the front, okay? And then I'm going to measure from this side to the center of this. I believe this is a 2-inch pipe, so I'm going to try to do the radius on it, and I'm going to cut straight from the back this way, then I'm going to go around and cut straight back. And then this board should slide right in there. Okay, now you're going to need a saber saw for this. Alright, that's what I come up with, guys. Back out into the shop I go. We had a visitor. Come here, Brooke. Come here. Come here, Brooke. Show everybody. Come here. Come and meet everyone. There she is. She's a little shy. Yeah, alright, back to work. I'll give it a quick sand, and we'll go in and see how it works. Don't want to get no slivers, so always deburr your work, guys, okay? Alright, that one fit pretty good. Now I gotta measure these pipes to get this one to fit in. Well, I got that the wrong way. Let me flip that over. Alright, just like that. And basically, I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to be measuring from this wall this time to the center of that pipe, and then to the center of that pipe. And I'll be leaving from the back to the front of the pipe. And I'm going to make like a 3/4 inch radius on that one. And I'm going to save the piece that I cut out. And I'm going to reattach that in the back of this. Alright. Okay, guys, that's what I come up with. I'm going to go out and shop, cut them, put this in, and I'll probably be done for the night. Alright, guys, this turned out pretty darn good. But right now, it is 7 o'clock at night. I've got about 2.5 hours into the project, and I'm going to call it a night and finish this tomorrow. Alright. See you in a bit. Oh, the inspectors are coming. All of them. Oh, boy. Okay, at this point, I've got my cleat on. I'll call it a cleat. Call it whatever you want. It's sister board. It's nailed on with 1.25 inch 18 gauge nails. You can also use your drywall screws if you want. It's no big deal. So now I got it pushed up against the wall. Everything's tight. I'm going to nail it with my nail gun. I've got same 1¼ inch, 18 gauge nails in here. So I'm going to go on along my cleats. I'm going to go along the back, and then I will show you putting the other side in. Okay, I slid my other side in, just as so. You see my cleat right here, so this is going to rest on there. Slide it in, put it on. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to nail it down. Now you can use drywall screws, like I said, for this also. It's just I have this handy, so I'm going to use it. Yeah, let's see if we can get back here a little bit. It'll be tough getting back there. Okay. All right. Now at this point, I guess you could say I'd be just about done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my floor laminate over this. And it's going to seal everything up. It's going to be more watertight than just plywood. So it'll make it better. Okay, that's our next step. Okay, because this is floor laminate, and it's going to be squeezing in an area that's only 28 1/8, we're not going to need this edge here on your laminate. So I'm going to trim that off with the saw. Then I'm going to continue on cutting 3 more pieces at 28 1/2 so they will fit exactly in the cabinet. Hey, this is the first time I've been able to use my shaker tool. It goes around things like this. Everything moves. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to see if it works. Now you can measure that out too to cut it, but I thought I'd give this a shot, see how it works. All right, that shaker tool thing worked really nice. Look at that. It fits nice around there. Now I'm going to do the same here. If you notice, this piece is only 4 inches wide though. The reason I did that is I wanted to come up to the back of this pipe as close as I could. And that's 4 inches there. That way when I kept my radius around here, it'll be nice and close. I can drop this chrome ring down and fit nice. Same with this one. It's going to be just a little further away, but I'll put some kind of filler in there. Okay guys, this shaker tool is the cat's ass. Look at that. That worked great. Pushed it right up against the next one. I'm going to take it out in the shop and cut them out now. Okay guys, that fit beautiful. Real happy with that. Got the next piece going in. Snap it together. Push it down. There we go. Now I'm going to measure this piece right up to the front here. Should fit right in there, and then I'll caulk all the way around everything. Oh, that's looking sharp, ain't it? Sweet! Okay, last piece is in. That looks a lot better than all that rod, eh? All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and staple or nail along the edges again, just to hold it down. Then I'm going to caulk all along the seams with brown. I'm going to put a split chrome ring around that one, drop them rings down, clean them up. And then I'll give you a video of it. Okay guys, it's done. What do you think? I think the extra hour I spent putting the laminated floor in was well worth it. It is more waterproof than the plywood or industrial board or particle board. Why cabinet makers are still using that in the bottom of sink bases, I don't know. Oh well, caulk job and everything worked good. The only problem is, I'm thinking the wife's going to want the floor here now to match that beautiful floor. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like what you see. Bye-bye.